Business analyst. What's a business analyst? When going through your mind to try to learn what is a business analyst, you may ask yourself, what does a business analyst do? How do I get a business analyst job? How to start your career as a business analyst? What are the differences? Project manager versus business analyst. What is business analyst salary? Are business analyst jobs readily available? What's a business analyst job description? And what are business analyst interview questions that I might encounter after preparing a business analyst resume for one of these jobs? Is there a business analyst course or business analyst certification that I can take? I've risen through the ranks over 20 plus years in professional services to be a top performing business analyst and now a manager with director level responsibilities. And I've groomed many dozens of team members into top performing business analysts themselves. So if you want to learn more about these topics, let's get started. So before we start to explore business analyst jobs, business analyst salary, and whether you want to start a career as a business analyst, we need to first talk about what's a business analyst. Well, what is a business analyst? A business analyst is a professional in the area of, you guessed it, business analysis. So what they're doing in this discipline is they're focusing on identifying and understanding business needs and requirements, and then crafting solutions to meet those requirements. When you boil it down to its simplest form, that's what a business analyst does. So it involves not only taking the focused requirements that a customer is giving you for this particular project, but understanding the full organization structure and needs and how the different roles in the organization interplay with each other. You want to understand the organization's processes, systems, and strategies, and how you can help them improve performance in different ways to achieve those objectives. So a business analyst is a professional who also acts as a liaison of sorts. They act as a bridge between the business leaders and the IT folks, the information technology technical resources, to ensure that there's smooth communication between the two. They also sometimes act as a bit of a referee, ensuring collaboration to ensure that the agenda of one side and the agenda of the other side can meet in the middle at a place where everybody wins during a project. So what are some of the key objectives during a business analysis session? What does a business analyst do in terms of achieving some key objectives? There's 4 of them. First, they need to identify business needs. They understand the current state of the organization, its strengths, weaknesses, its opportunities, and its challenges. This is going to involve gathering information from people, from systems, from documentation, and actually from different groups of people. So you may be working with folks who are contact center representatives in the office and folks who are out in the field performing some other different type of work. And then you may be, as a business analyst, working with executives as well, who have a different overall perspective on what's happening down on the ground. So it's the job of the business analyst to bring all of those agendas together into what will create a solution that achieves all of the business objectives. Then number 2 is defining requirements. And those requirements can be how the solution will perform. So how many people can accept being on it at the same time and still perform at a high quality level? Also, what information will the solution be providing to the end users? And then also, you want to have the data be of a high integrity coming into that solution and the functionality be user-friendly, right? So if you have clean data but bad functionality where you can't navigate from one page to another to get relevant data to what you've seen in a summarized fashion, no good. If you have bad data but great functionality, the user experience is fantastic, but they can't rely on the numbers, also no good. Then part 3 is evaluating the solution. So after we've gathered all the requirements as a business analyst, you want to evaluate how we can mold our solution, or if it's a canned solution that can't be changed or configured in any way, how close it can meet those business requirements. So you want it to be a pleasant user experience, but also provide confidence in the end users that they're getting clean, reliable data in that solution that meets the business objectives that they're trying to meet. So a business analyst, again, is someone who needs to bridge the gap and understand business requirements and overall how businesses in different industries work, and also how data can fulfill those requirements. So a business analyst is also not going to have to be, a technical expert, but they're going to have to know the different points of the technology and at least at a high level, how they meet business objectives and how they're able to fulfill different kinds of business objectives. So when a customer asks you, is what we're asking for possible, and it's not something maybe you've encountered on previous projects, you have to be in a position where you can at least provide some guidance around, this is not going to be doable, or I may have to do some additional research, or I know for sure this is possible based on my experience on previous projects. And then part 4 is facilitating that organization or that customer through the change, right? So we've gathered the requirements, we've looked at feasibility of the solution, now we have to go actually build it. And some solutions are built from scratch by software developers who talk consistently with the business analyst to ensure they're building the right thing, and sometimes with a quality assurance team who's testing that thing to make sure that it's functioning properly, both from a data integrity perspective and from a functionality perspective. And then the business analyst is at that same time talking back with the customer to guide them through testing the solution to ensure that what we've built is meeting their requirements. It may deviate a bit, right? Because they don't know all the inner workings of our solution like we do, but you want to be able to still guide them through a journey of accepting that what we've built has been built for the purpose of meeting their objectives. Business analysts have to have great critical thinking and problem-solving skills to pivot on the fly when a requirement comes out of left field. They have to be, again, great at data analysis and how different tables of data in the database relate to each other. And they have to be great communicators, because a business analyst will be asked to communicate with people all over the org chart. You may communicate with other business analysts all the way up to vice presidents in the organization. So you have to be prepared for all that. And also it's exciting, right? It's a job that's constantly changing and evolving. And one day to the next is typically not the same in a business analyst role. So in summary, what is a business analyst? What's a business analyst? It's a person who helps organizations apply principles of solving business requirements or objectives that they have to streamline their processes, improve efficiency, enhance their customer satisfaction, and achieve their overall strategic objectives. So hopefully by this point, you understand an overview of what's a business analyst, and you're as eager to see the next video that I create about the roles and responsibilities of a business analyst as I am to create it. We'll see you next time.